Because I used to come to him whining about my boyfriend and everything, and he'd just laugh at me.
That's a good idea.
I know.
That's funny.
And you think this because? And it's like, and I would discover in that moment that it was me. It wasn't him. He was just being who he was. You know, like, oh God.
There's you wanting him to be different than he is.
Yeah, what if? Yeah.
Yeah, what if?
What if? The thing of the day. What really? What if?
What if he gave a damn about me, for God's sake, for a change?
And if I hang in there long enough, I can change him.
And
That's another bad one, right?
But they have to make a living. We don't want too many people to get a hold of that. If I can change him, they won't come and ask questions.
Right.
That's a constant American marriage trap.
Yeah.
She marries him because she can change him.
And tweak him. If only. If
Doesn't
only.
work.
If only. If only. If only. If only.
Doesn't work.
And it just doesn't work.
Wow.
And doing the inquiry all the time, it's just wearing that down. And
Yeah.
suddenly this gorgeous new view of life has popped up. Just the last 3 or 4 weeks, actually. You know, it's just, boom. Oh, dear, that feels different.
Another one of the things that I hear all the time, I don't have any idea where I hear these things, just reading stuff, is that you become what you focus on.
Yes.
That answers, like, when you're focused on losing, when you're thinking, I'm fat, I need to lose weight, you're just going to get fatter.
Yes,
because
you
that's
are.
what you're
focusing
focused
on.
on.
Boy, I
Fat.
taught myself that one. Yes, you are.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
And if you're focused on not having enough money,
You're
Oh,
gonna
you
become
won't.
more
Not
broken.
gonna have enough
Become more broken, more broken,
It's-
more broken, more broken.
and it's often easier to focus on the problem, and that then it
Everybody focuses on the
perpetuates. It
problem.
perpetuates itself.
Mhm.
You really have to make yourself step outside of that thought process.
Really, is there a problem there in the first place? Other than your concept of the way things should be.
Well, I don't want to debate anything with you.
You lose.
However, help me understand
will
this
lose.
clearer then.
No, go ahead and say
If
it.
a person is in a place, I'm thinking of a lot of people that this could relate to. If a person is in a place that they simply can't afford anything, they're struggling financially, for example, because this applies to a ton of people today.
Yes.
Why is that not important?
What do you mean, why is it not important?
I mean, if you
It's a lesson that's going on. If they don't learn from it, it'll repeat.
Mm-hmm.
But in and of itself, the importance can be overstated, and then you can get confounded in it. But if you treat it just as an event that's happening and in a succession of events, it doesn't grab your consciousness and beat the hell out of you.
Mm-hmm. That's that broken record thing that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
worry,
We're trained
worry,
to become
worry,
broken
same
records.
Same old, right?
Yeah.
We are. And you get out of it faster, too.
Yeah, once you start obsessing on something, you've lost.
And that's hard. I mean, you find a lot of people will become obsessed about things and they don't even know they're doing it.
No, they have no idea. And there's no way of stopping them either. It's just got to burn itself out.
Mm-hmm.
All fires have to burn out their fuel and then they calm down. But in the same way with arguments, once they get past a certain point, neither person's in control and you never know what's going to happen until it burns out.
You just give up. You're just going to give up first.
I say run.
I'm with you. Now, where's the door? I want to get out of here.
In my household, there's a running joke that I will say, you might be wrong, you might be right, but I'm not wrong. And we just stop talking about it.
I just say, who's paying the rent?
Really? I was telling
That's
him.
true.
That's
That's
funny.
true.
Who's paying the rent? Sets the rules for this dwelling.
Exactly. That's exactly right. I was sharing with a friend the other day that my parents couldn't have been more opposite. My mother never worried about anything, ever. I don't ever remember seeing her worry about anything. And my father worried about everything. So completely interesting to see
couple.
the two.
That's a good couple. They complement each other. What one doesn't have, the other does. If both people are exactly the same, they'll bore the hell out of each other. Who wants to put up with yourself? I can't stand me as I am. Another one of you? Oh, God, kill me. I mean, really.
That is
I've been sick for 3 days, and I cannot tell you the number of times I told myself to shut up. I find myself walking through the window. I don't feel. Oh, shut up! I'm serious. Have some time with me. Just shut up.
Stop already, will you?
Yeah, just stop griping, will you? It's not going to do you any good. Yeah.
I've lived with me for 65 years, and let me tell you, it's not been fun. It's been funny, but it's not been fun.
That diversity is what makes life interesting.
Oh, it is. And like you said, it all comes down to just one answer to all the questions you're going to ask.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's true.
The funny thing is with the question is if you break it down, quest of the eons, there's no end to it. It's just one after another.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You have to surrender to life.
That's scary.
How do you do
for
that?
a lot of people?
I don't know, but I had a client call me this morning. She says, "My life's in a wreck." Yeah. She says, I know if I learn one more thing, I'll get it. And I said, honey, there is no one more thing to learn.
Unlearn. That's the opposite.
Yeah.
Unlearn.
No one
Unlearn.
more thing to learn. But I'm there. I've been studying for years. I'm right on top of it. I know I am. I said,
Well, she's right on one point. She's right where she's supposed to be. Whether she's getting something out of it or not, now that's something that only she could tell herself.
Mm-hmm.
It's between her and God.
Well, she said, and her parting words were, "I'm afraid to surrender to God." I says, "Well, then you're screwed, sort of."
Ooh.
Well, not screwed, but you know. Well, you got to surrender. It's sooner or
If
later.
you had to surrender to something, that would be the thing to surrender to.
Oh, yeah.
That would be the safest way.
I missed that. I'm deaf. Surrender to what?
If you have to
God.
surrender to anything, that would be the thing to surrender to.
What's that?
God.
To God.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the other.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I will not mind. I give up. I quit.
A lot of people surrender to other things.
Oh yeah, but it is that.
Cause more problems.
Bottom line is thy will. It's going to be thy will anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
God never
whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not, my dear, you have the key to the
Exactly.
universe. Whether you like it or not, what's going to happen is going to happen.
I always say, every time I think I have a plan, I hear God laugh.
Yeah.
You're right.
I want to create a t-shirt that says "God never loses."
Right.
So it's like, God never loses.
My favorite creation story is it follows Genesis, except on the seventh day it says he rested. I say on the seventh day he looked down on earth and he called the angels and said, "Look
at
what
that."
they're doing." Fell over backwards laughing and hasn't stopped since.
It's true. You have to laugh. If you can't laugh at it, you're screwed.
Mm-hmm.
You're really screwed. You'll have strokes, heart attacks, blah 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 blah.
Once again, it boils down to how you conceive things. That your whole attention, either the glass is half full or it's half empty. Mm-hmm. It's how you conceive it. It's your whole attitude. Kaliananda always said, attitudinal adjustment. That'll get you everything in this world. Without that, you have nothing. Mm-hmm. You just adjust your attitude. Mm-hmm.
You can adjust
and
it right.
It's not easy. It's got to be done a little at a time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But once you get it adjusted, it holds. If it's true.
Yeah, if you do it in small steps, they stay. If you do large steps, you end up right where you started. Mm. Believe me, I'm a large step taker. I've fallen down that ladder so many times.
Yeah, I would be too. That would be me. I'm a hurry up. Hurry up.
Oh, yeah.
Hurry up.
No,
let's get there. Hurry up.
Hurry up.
I want the answers. I want
We
all
there
the
yet?
answers right now. Yeah.
That does not work.
Yeah.
Yeah. That always amazed me going to revival meetings and everybody gets whooped up for a week and then.
That's why they go back every week.
Yeah, that's like what? you
That's
can't
why
take
they
one
go to
big bite,
church.
the whole thing's not going to get solved.
That's why they go to church once a week, to keep it up.
If it's and they're having a good gospel and everybody's into it, that's what it's all about.
Yes, that's what it's
called
about.
bhava. It's called spiritual ecstasy. It's just letting rip.
Right, and that's fun.
That's fun. Yeah.
You know, I mean that's wonderful. But then they go back in their daily lives, and they don't bring it.
They're bombarded again
here,
with society.
That's people that wind up God on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this country is based on, winding up God on Sundays.
You saying winding up God?
Yeah, wind up God on Sundays. Yeah, go to church, wind up God on Sundays, and then go do what you damn well please. Yeah.
Well, yeah. They don't even go to church on Sundays. They want to wind up God.
No, that's the good Christians. They go to church on Sundays, wind God up, and then they go about their own business.
Well, they feel safe doing that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way I was raised.
Exactly.
You wind up God on Sundays. They didn't tell you that, but that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's true.
As if God needs winding up.
No, he's up there laughing.
I always enjoyed Mark Twain when he talked about Christian heaven, that people on this planet cannot stand 2 hours of church. But yet when they die and go to heaven, there's 24 hours of church. And people have these horrible voices, and they're going to be singing to God 24 hours a day. And we envision that the Creator is just going to love listening to us caterwauling 24 hours a day church.
God will be going, no!
If there's ever any spiritual book that puts you on the right path, it's Letters from Earth.
Is that a real book?
Yeah, Mark Twain, Letters from Earth. It's awesome.
Oh, have you read it?
It has
No, I've
Eve's
heard
diary in it, all sorts of things. It's wonderful.
Mark Twain, Letters from Earth. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I'll check that out. Okay.
Oh, yeah, you got to read that. It's awesome.
Cool. Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh, wow. Whoa. Okay, guys. We'll be back in a minute.